Hi everyone, this is John from AU Packmule, and today we're going to do another live stream, but instead of it being with Zach King from Warrior King Productions, we're just going to do it solo. Zach is still filming a commercial in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and he thought he'd be finished by now, but apparently he's going a little bit longer. So I definitely wanted to say thank you for being here. I'm sorry that we're going to have to reschedule Zach, but we could do it another time. It's not the end of the world for missing that, but yeah, that would have been fun. Thanks everybody for being here. Some of you were here quite early. Carrie McDonald, it's real Tony. Thanks for being here, Tony. It's a pleasure having you in the chat. Tavi Smith was here. The Imagination Realm. Bobby Canelano, Tubbs 1971, St. York. The Lady of the North. I don't remember seeing you before, but I appreciate you being here, and I love the emojis, definitely. Linda Smith is also here, SPL. I don't know if that's a new emoji for you, but thanks for being here. Yeah. And Linda R is always keeping me in line, so I appreciate that very much. Vanessa Amisy, thank you. And the Prince That Wasn't Promised, yes, always coming down with the good stuff. Danny McKay is here. KJ is here. SPL, of course. Johnny Be Crazy is also here. Just great live stream with you and Alicia Kingston. And Mackenzie L. Burns, right after Johnny Be Crazy. No no surprise there. Mo Castillo is here. Thanks for being here. Kolniski is here. I appreciate that. BSOB is also here. My goodness. Sir LT Giles is here. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Sasa K is also here. Man, my goodness. Well, I definitely want to say I'm pretty stoked. I mean, we've got 8 days before Game of Thrones Season 8, and can't be excited enough. On a scale of 1 to 10, can you guys give me a number on what you're excited about or how excited you are? Because for me, it's like a 12 or so. I think one of the things that is really exciting is how March ended up for me, because not only did I get to do so many live streams, AirTouch says 58, that's awesome. BSOB 69, that's a great number. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. 10 plus, everybody. Yeah, good job. Was not only did we end up with March doing so many great live streams, I'm going to take these out because I don't need them. We had some incredible people on the live streams in March, but also started a new job and finished that, but also won a free license for DaVinci Resolve, what will now be 16, which is a very great high-end video editor. If you've never heard of DaVinci Resolve, if you go to blackmagicdesign.com, it's available to you free. There's a version that doesn't include the 3D version, but yeah, Alicia Kingston's here also. Thank you. Storm Steel is also here. Great. Yeah, we have. I won that in a contest, and I'm so excited because with the version that I won, you'll get so many more available editing tools, which is really cool. Johnny Be Crazy, if you guys don't know, he's in the chat, did a great live stream. He's a great YouTuber, and I definitely recommend that you checking that channel out. He's going to go places for sure. So is there anybody that has any specific questions coming up? I know we've just got to see the premiere with the red carpet and everybody was dressed up, except for Iain Glen. I think he had the same exact suit. I've seen him in 100 times. The looks like it was a tan pantsuit left over from the 90s. Not quite sure what was going on there, but yeah, everybody was dressed up, including Gwendolyn Christie, which I thought was just outstanding. That dress, I don't think I've seen anything like it before. It was just absolutely perfect for her, with the way that her length is just absolutely great. Um, Johnny P. Crazy says, "No, you're the greatest. No, you're the greatest." Fandom D Saint is also here. That's awesome. Thanks for being here, my friend. Along with the Fearless Mermaid. Amanda, I hope everything's going well for you. I know that you've got a lot of anxiety about your pet, and that's no fun. So we definitely want to send our best wishes to you for that. Are you going to watch Saturday Night Live with Kit Harington? Mo Castillo asked. That's a great question because I don't see any reason why I wouldn't. Um, I don't think we're going to get any spoilers. So, yeah, that's a super question. Super easy one for me. Yeah. AirTouch says even everyone was wowed with Gwendolyn's dress. I don't think we're going to get a new pop for Gwendolyn's dress from the premiere, but it is certainly worthy. Good. Oh, that's awesome, Amanda. I'm glad to hear that. So, David, Zach is actually doing a commercial in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and it's gone a little bit longer. So I'm going to be on for a little while solo. Are you guys going to still do your Pet Cemetery video or live stream? Because if you are, I'll have everybody go there, and we'll listen to you guys. Because I would rather have a listen. All right, good. So for any of you that you don't know or weren't on Johnny's live stream earlier, um, Laving Shadow will be on with Alicia Kingston, the Fandom D Saint, Andrew from Australia, talking about Pet Cemetery. And it looks like they're going to go on it in about 15 minutes. So I'll try to be off by then so we can all raid Laving Shadow. Uh, you know, um, I know that I would rather have her on my channel, but we can do what we can do, right? I'd rather watch her than not. Um, oh yeah, Linda Art. I forgot about your post, but I checked with my daughter, who obviously works at Disneyland, and she says yes, they were walking around the park unprotected, I guess is the best way. Obviously, they have their own security there, but they weren't part of the. They have a membership that you can buy at Disneyland that gives you access to certain things, and one of them would be like celebrity visits and stuff. But that was not what this was for. This was for the public. So yeah, that would have been amazing to go around to the corner and see Tony Stark and Thor and yeah, all those guys. It was amazing. That picture was awesome. And if you haven't seen it, look just look for the pictures there. Um, Not as big of a MCU fan as I am a Game of Thrones fan, I'll tell you that. But they have done a pretty good job with the movies, um, much better than DC. I gotta tell you, I am not a DC fan. If it wasn't for Christian Bale and the Dark Knight series, I don't think I would have liked anything. I think the best one that's come out since then is Wonder Woman, and um, even that one, the bad guy needed a little help. But I'm really excited. I mean, 8 days from Game of Thrones. That's all I really want to talk about because this is going to be pretty epic. And what scares me, to be honest with you, is that so many great people that have been part of this fandom, and we've come together, pretty much as a family. is going to go away after that, and I just don't. I don't look forward to that at all. In regards to the season, though, I definitely think we're going to have a pretty impactful Game of Thrones season 8 and final season. So that's for sure. T Baby's here. Thanks for coming. It was great to see you in the streams earlier, and I hope that you'll be able to come back and do a stream during the season with us and get to talk to you then. Tomorrow we still have Angelina Ahai. That'll be on 5 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to talk about George's writing and how I'm going to call it mimicking some of the things he mimics from Tolkien. Obviously, J.R.R. Tolkien wrote his so long ago, and every interview that is on my playlist that has George Martin in it will refer to Tolkien and all of his works and what it was that influenced him about it, including the death of Gandalf. I think that's one of the most common ones lately. I was supposed to start season 5. Okay, gotcha. I was like 5 p.m., but I misread that. Sorry, T. Yeah, I've gone through all the seasons recently and am caught up, so I'm kind of going waiting for season 8 to come on. I'm really excited. Again, thank you everybody for coming. Again, my guest Zach King. We're going to have to reschedule him. Like I said, he is on his way finishing a commercial shoot in Myrtle Beach. So I thought he would be done by now. And SPL says, yeah, you're close to 1,500 subscribers. I am. I'm pretty excited about that. I was like, that I never expected. So thank you for mentioning that. That's really, really cool of you to say. And it's not about the numbers with me. It's more about the people like you in the chat that I've connected with over the years. Yeah, that's more special than anything. So cool. Yeah, Alicia, you're hugs to you. That's all I can say. Yeah, Myrtle Beach is a great place. It's the golf capital of the world. I didn't realize that. So I've only been there a few times, played golf there a few times, but yeah, it's a nice place to visit. It's not quite as hot as Florida, where we're from, but yeah. How's the family? Hey, you. Actually, everybody's doing great. Thanks for asking. We have just gotten word from my daughter that she's on a year-long, or until the end of the year-long commitment with Disneyland. So I'm very excited about that. My new job's been awesome, and my wife has been just super happy where she's at, and we're just getting happy and old together. Yeah. Did you shoot your age? No, I'm not old enough to shoot my age. I'd have to be like 140 to do that. I play, and I've played well before, but I've never been. Yeah, yeah. I'm only in my 50s, so there's no way I could hit my age in golf. Johnny B Crazy says I shot 124 yesterday, Peter. Only one year off. Yeah, like 100 years off, my friend. 124. What did you get on the back nine? Is what I want to know, Johnny. Oh, that's really nice of you, Sasek. That is really cool of you to say life goals. Be like AU. No better compliment in the world for sure. Gonna make me turn red and blush all over. one of the things that I've seen lately, besides the premiere information on Game of Thrones, um, was in regards to the casting that's been announced, and I think um, knowing that there's going to be another different character coming out is going to be really cool. Bobby, I'm glad that you like my shirt. That's a Target special. So normally, if I see a Game of Thrones type of shirt at a retail store, I'll buy it. I'm not really big into buying clothes online, so they usually don't fit me quite right. But yeah, there was quite a few. As a matter of fact, I think there was 5 different ones that I had never seen before. So this is the one that I picked. By the way, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed the Stark emblem. This is actually the sigil for Robb Stark, which is one of my favorite characters. Just the head of the direwolf. The regular Stark one is all white with a gray wolf running across it, and I'm really shocked that they've not marketed that more. Yeah, Johnny, if you want to come on, I can definitely shoot you the link if you're up for it. My gosh, I should have asked that. Thank you, Danny. Anybody that wants to jump on, by all means. Cool. Well, I'm going to send that to you right now, then, my friend. Copy. Thanks, Danny. You're awesome. Talk about no pressure, huh? Yeah, Zach had contacted me earlier and said, "Can we push it out?" So I changed it from 2 to 2:30, thinking that he was only talking about maybe a half hour or so. But it turns out he's going to be a lot longer. So let me go back over there. Thank you. There you go, Johnny. I'm going to put my headphones back on so I can hear him when he comes in. I won't have to introduce him because everybody here knows him. Johnny be crazy. Yes, we are trying to kill you, Johnny. That's for sure. Oh, interesting. You probably need to go to the men's section because I don't shop in the women's section. That might be why you didn't find it in Target. Linda Smith, I was talking to you. I'm so sorry I didn't say that before. What's up, my friend? He's got his silencer on. He's got his sniper hat. So much for taking a break on YouTube, huh, Johnny?
Yeah, I mean, I just can't stay away. How is it going, man? I'm kind of happy to be on here. I was a little bored, so this gives me some stuff to fill up my time. It's an honor to be here and help you out. Thanks, Danny McKay, for volunteering my time, and I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, this is Johnny B. Crazy. If you can you hear him okay? For you guys that are out there. How's Johnny's audio? You guys doing okay? Well, I don't shop in the women's section either, but
How's that, AU?
hey, you're Johnny be crazy. That's you. Yeah, you're awesome.
Okay, yeah, my audio, my computer's like switching up my audio and my headphone. It's been weird today, so sorry about that.
Yeah, you have to check your tools, right? So to speak.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. What were y'all talking about in here? I didn't get thrown off. How's everybody doing? Bobby, Tabby Smith, Linda R. No, I'm just calling out names now. Yeah, man. What are you most excited about here, honestly? Because
I'm
it's
excited
almost
about having you on
unreal.
my channel again and actually seeing your face. The first time I had you on my channel, you didn't even want to show your face. It was awesome. Now you're live streaming every day with everybody, and yeah, you're awesome, man. Thanks for coming on.
Oh yeah, man. No problem at all. It's my pleasure. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm kind of addicted to it, but it's just like hanging out with friends. It's not
Yeah, it's
that
like making
bad.
a phone call and doing some FaceTime, right?
That's about it. That's
And then
about
having
it.
about 35 people listening.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes if you're lucky to be, yeah. Johnny B came a long way. Yeah, Phantom Descent. You the man. Congrats, by the way. He's hitting milestones, doing great. You the man, Phantom Descent.
Fandom D Saint is awesome because he's come a long way himself. You weren't
Has he?
around back in the day where he would have a 2-hour live stream with us and never say a word except for thanks for being here.
Oh, he talks now? No, he's yeah. I
If you
mean,
say
now,
Funko Cersei, yeah, he shows up.
yeah, all he does now at this point, that's all he does is stream. I think he took a little bit of a break, but now I see him everywhere again. So he's trying to catch back up.
Yeah, he's a hard worker.
I've taken the spotlight away
Speaking
from
of which, what's
for him.
motivating you in regards to all of the live streaming that you're doing?
Just it's a great way to, I wouldn't say kill time because I really thoroughly enjoy it. And it's fun to dissect it. You see a lot of social characteristics in the TV show, in the books that you can definitely relate to, underlying problems that you may have in your life. And for me, it helps me look at things in a different way and maybe a fresh perspective and be able to step back and look at other people's fictional problems and maybe realize mine aren't so bad. But it can go even deeper than that into the fantasy world or the nerddom. I don't know. I think it's pretty awesome to get lost in your imagination. I think too many people these days, once you get grown, you don't really know what your imagination is anymore. You don't use it as much. Most people don't. They get lost in what they perceive as reality. I'm not saying that you should be immature or a kid, but it's okay to let your mind wander every now and then to dream of things that might be impossible. You know, it's not a bad thing.
No, it's definitely not a bad thing, and it's a great thing to have that venue where you can talk about it. One of the things that I really wanted to talk to Zach about was the fact that I've met him in real life. We've interacted. He's actually I met him at my church, and not anybody else in my church I would have a conversation about Game of Thrones with. So to have someone that's not in real life, to talk to is really important. It's one of the reasons why I love James Johnson from James of Thrones and LaDonna. Both of those two together, mother and son, talking Game of Thrones. Everybody just really enjoys that interaction. But for me, it's really special because I can never imagine talking to family members about Game of Thrones, or they get glassy eyed and start falling asleep. And so, yeah, to have someone in real life to talk to about it is really cool.
It's a weird moral situation you put yourself in with a loved one when you watch this show. Like you have to talk about some real things that usually most families that kind of put on the back burner. There are things you just don't want to talk about that are uncomfortable, and if you can, you will put them off. But one thing that is good about this show, it kind of shoves it in your face and makes you deal with it. Uh, I wouldn't say that's the only thing you get from the show, but that's one kind of cool thing, I would think.
That is for sure. Yeah, I've been more excited about honestly everything about Winterfell. It's one of my passions since the very beginning of the show. I live in Seattle, so I like the North. Although I'm not north of the wall like Mackenzie is, where you're really up north. But yeah, I think Winterfell. I want to see everything about Winterfell. I want to see what George has in mind for us towards the end, and I think we'll get more of the interaction between John and Bran and the other Starks. That's really exciting for me.
I would agree with you. I think, especially in the books, like you said, oh my goodness, I kind of can't wait because everything is so mystical. It's not, the brand we have right now is pretty cool, but the one in the books, there's something going on that you just can't put your finger on. It seems, I guess the magic isn't up in your face as much, and it's a little more mysterious, right? When you say,
Exactly. Yeah, there's no throwing, fireballs. There's no smoke babies. There's nothing like that. But it's there. It's looming.
yeah, that's kind of the power of what Germ does. Let's see. No, with Winterfell though, I think I can't wait to do that. That locations and lore is going to be really fun. I almost started talking about it ad nauseum, which I don't care if we do. But I do think the underground. I know you're probably going with the whole Tolkien theme there. I don't
Oh,
want you to
absolutely.
give away everything. I know you're working on some stuff, but I guess is there anything you can touch on without giving too much away on your theory? See, I'm just trying to pick your brain on your own channel. Look at this.
No, that's quite all right. That's what I love it. I don't know if you've thought about this, but if you get a chance, I would definitely reach out to John Del Vento. He's in the chat, and I had him on my channel not too long ago. But awesome guest. So just a suggestion. But anyways, in regards to Winterfell, I definitely think that when the interview in Entertainment Weekly came out and the actor that plays the Night King said he has a target, I think the target is actually Winterfell. I don't think it has anything to do with a specific character. As far as the people that he's targeted so far, he easily could have killed, everybody, but to make the show more dramatic, they've shown him not attack like Jon Snow at Hardhome, etc. But he is definitely going after everybody.
I think the source of the curse could be there, if you want to call it a curse, right?
I think the source is there. I don't think it's a curse. Let's put it that
Right.
way.
There's people look at it many different ways. Sometimes I want to think of the others as a complete separate, just individual organism, right? That's their own thing. But then you go back and look, they're twins to the other. You hear about Craster. Then we get into the show, and we know some of this is going to be canon for the books, right? Uh, Do you know if we're getting a Night King or not?
In the books?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. He might not call him the Night King. He may refer to him as another name,
Yeah.
just like
Maybe the
just
Great
like,
Other.
yeah, exactly.
Male used.
You've got to remember in the books we've already been told there's a Night's King, but that was a human turned, obviously, because when he gave him the Night Queen, his seed, that's when he was turned. So I don't think that there's any question about that.
Yeah.
I think the Night King is the son of the Night King that we see in the books. Let's put it that way. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, they're demon offspring. I could go with that. I have to
Because
kind
the
of.
Night Queen obviously turned the children that she had and sacrificed them to the others. That's what the story says. They didn't say that she turned them, but she did say that she sacrificed them to the others. And that's the process. What I'm saying is what we see in the show where he touches the Craster's baby, that's turning them and sacrificing them to the others.
I wonder if that has any
Johnny's
connection
going,
with the story of the rat
hey,
cook.
you are so crazy. You have no idea.
No, I think it may have some connection with the story of the rat cook, even though you think it's about a complete different person. You know, you have it's basically a story about kinslaying, and this would be the same thing to kinslaying. This is a whole crasser situation, except you have a more powerful person doing this that is able to cause havoc throughout the realm. I mean, the Starks of old, their past is kind of murky, but it points toward them being very ruthless, hardcore men.
Oh, absolutely. You have to be in the North and be the champion of all the families that are there, and yeah, you definitely have to be badass.
Yes, thank you, AK, for giving me a hard time. I told you I wasn't going to do anything after we got done streaming. I promised you, right? I'm always
Hey,
saying
Alicia,
that.
before you leave, can you drop the link to Lav's channel in the
Oh, I
chat
got it
for me?
right here.
Oh, you do?
Right.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, I'm on point today.
We're going to take the mule train to Laving Shadows live stream in just a second.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
We'll do hashtag mule train. How's that?
Hashtag mule train. I don't know. I mean, that has about 14 different meanings. We can do
Only
it.
to your imagination in Alabama, not to us in Washington.
Stop bringing that statism into it. Now you're getting statist.
It's a state of mind. It's a state of mind.
Right? No, Winterfell is definitely the key, in my opinion. There's too much history and lore there, locations and lore. I'm just throwing shameless plugs here. You're gonna want to check it out, guys. Go check it out. I'll be having AU on. I'll make him talk about all this stuff at some point. But do you think? Like, I'll just ask you. You think all the dragons and magic are gonna die? Is that kind of your end game with?
I don't think so.
No or yes? See, I think it would be almost impossible to kill off all the magic. I don't think it's that simple, right?
Exactly.
It could be gone in Westeros, and this what starts some kind of technological society, maybe, right?
No,
But
it has to do with the geographic area. I think it's just, American Gods is based on the fact that if you believe in something, it gets more powerful and it becomes real. And that's really what we saw with Will being killed in the books by Ned. And once that belief started, it got momentum. Craster believed in it. It got momentum. It caused an action, and then the belief got stronger.
Comet caused everybody to start believing.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that, AU.
You like the combination?
Yeah, that's fun. Even if it isn't right, that's still a really intriguing thought. Always bringing it. AU's the man. I'm telling you. I told him in the chat. I'll tell him again. You the man, AU. You the man. Where do you see Varys coming in? Like, I did a little stream on Varys earlier, so I have to ask you about Varys.
Varys is a great character. That's an awesome connection.
Do you think? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I don't know. What do you think is going to happen with him and the Stark girls? That's kind of what I've been thinking about. I've thought about the obvious ones for a while, but him and the Stark girls, I think, it's going to be very intriguing. I feel like Sansa could even maybe use him. Shout out to Mackenzie L. Burns. She said that Sansa's always referred to as a little dove or a type of little bird. And Varys's little birds. I think there is a connection there. I'm still trying to process it together in my head, but I had to throw it at you.
I think George just had a bird in his window one day, and he just kept writing little birds on everything. But no, I don't think there's any correlation between Sansa as a little bird. That's the Hound's, nickname for her. Varys is not connected with Sansa or Arya in any way.
Simple, sweet. Just shoot it down. Tell me I'm done. No,
no, I love the character as far as Varys goes, and I think the Dunk and Egg series was inspired by the fact that Varys was bald, and he wanted to show us a very direct connection between the Targaryens and why Varys is a Targaryen, and I think it was an immediate connection.
He's got to be related to Sarah Targaryen.
Oh, absolutely. Well,
I would go Sarah.
I would say Fagon is directly a direct descendant of Sarah, but not. I don't think it's Varys. I think Varys is a different family member.
Yeah, after thinking today, I feel like he could have been related to Sarah, the other Sarah, Illyrio's Sarah, who was Tyrion stock, who I think is definitely, I guess you would say, Targaryen bastard. You would put a Blackfire label on that, but it would be almost a misnomer in this instance, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Blackfire just isn't a great label for him. I don't think. I think he's definitely a Targaryen descendant.
Yeah, that would be a better label, because Blackfire, you think specific things. You think rebellions. You think Bitterstill. You think Bailey's the Monstrous. All of these, Daemon Blackfire. You think all of this and these rebellions, and even the Golden Company. And yeah, the Golden Company. What in the heck are they going to do? I ain't going to keep you talking forever, though.
No, there's definitely Targaryens that have been ostracized or banished, so it's very possible that he's just one of those that descended from them. But for any of those people that don't know, we're going to go over to Laving Shadow, listen to Lav and Fandom D Saint and Alicia Kingston. Johnny, can you drop that link one more time for me? And then we're going to just do hashtag Mule Train over there. And if you don't like Pet Cemetery, or if you don't want to be spoiled, you can obviously leave. But I would really love it if everybody would go to see Laving Shadows live stream and say hi to Alicia and David and Lav and Andrew, also from Australia. So I will see you guys later. But in the meantime, you have a great day. And Johnny, thanks for hopping on. And who was it that recommended it?
Oh, it was Danny McKay.
Danny McKay. How did I forget that? Awesome. So
hashtag
thanks for doing
Mule
that.
Train.
We'll see you guys later.